Alright, video number 2. Different day, different tasks, same mistakes. The audio still has a lot of noises in it, unintended noises. I know my voice might sound like a noise too, but that's actually intended voice. But there's also noises besides my voice that, you know, might be kind of annoying. The camera movement also a little bit shaky. I was using like a strap-on camera. Sounds kind of kinky, but that's what I used. Um, yeah, I'll do better next time, but no promises. Anyway, the task for the day is install air conditioner into the window that is not made for an air conditioner, or air conditioner is not made for the window. I don't think there's a lot of windows that are made for air conditioners, but there are air conditioners not made for the specific window, and the window that I have is not it. As you can see, my window is like the swinging type. The air conditioners don't like squinters. They want those sliding windows, sliding up and down. I got a swinger window. What can I do now? Well, I'm gonna remove it. I'm gonna build a frame, and gonna make mistakes. Yeah, not fun. And then later I'll explain possibly everything about how to cool mining rigs with an air conditioner. This guy needs to stay home because he likes to jump out of the balcony. He might kill himself one day if we don't watch him. Poor guy. He is able to jump too well for his own good. So that's the plan. That's the plan. Maybe it looks a little bit confusing, but yeah, so there's going to be a frame, and there's 3 different options that I'm going to go with. Probably going to use 2x4 plan, because 2x3s are not so common. What is it, Kotaro? What do you want? Poor Kotaro is going to be really angry when I leave him home alone. I'm sure he... No. Okay, well, I'm home. And no air conditioner. I guess even though the online site said they have it in store, it wasn't in store. Had to be ordered, and then I can pick it up on Monday from the store. Kind of lame. I just got a bunch of lumber today for building the frame, so maybe I'll do that. So the idea is to build a support frame that would sit underneath the AC, that would provide support for the AC, because the AC is not meant to sit in this kind of window frame, and it might damage the window or the AC because it's like thin aluminum. So my idea was to build a support frame that would provide sufficient support and possibly lift the AC higher, because actually having AC higher in a room, it's better than having AC sitting lower. And also wanted to maybe have like a ventilations happening through the frame, or maybe pass cables, cords like Ethernet cables, power cables. At least that was the idea. The frame also would have had to prevent AC from sliding inwards or outwards, so that's why it needs to be secured firmly to the window. That would not allow it to slide in and out. So that's what I was trying to do with all those pieces of wood. But then eventually I also realized for the frame to properly support the AC, it needs to have like a groove, like a sliding window would have a groove at the bottom where it would seal. And without this groove, of course, the AC would just slide in or out. I mean, the frame might stay attached to the window, but if there's no groove on top of the frame, there's nothing stopping AC from just sliding off the top of it. So that was a mistake. Eventually, I had to abandon this plan, but that's what I was struggling with. Also, this drywall saw works surprisingly well on wood. Yeah, I don't have proper tools or proper setup. I had my lumber pre-cut at Home Depot and it was wrong. It was wrong lengths. I mean, the whole plan was wrong right from the start, but there was much smaller mistakes all the way along, leading to one big mistake. Or while working on one big mistake, I was making a lot of small mistakes, which are part of much more grander and flawed plan. Alright, so I had the text message from Canadian Tire that I should be able to pick up my air conditioner for this window. Alright. Picked up my air conditioner. 12,000 BTU. So this should be good for, it says 550 square feet room. And my room is only, well, actually I have no idea how big is my room, but the whole apartment is about 600 square feet. And the room in the house is the smallest room in the apartment. So this should be enough. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter how big is the room, it depends how much heat is generated in this room. Maybe I'll do explanation on that later. But yeah, this should be good for a lot of mining equipment to cool. And now I also have to go pick up my cat at the park because I heard that he's getting tired and he wants to go home. Okay, back home with Kotaro. Kotaro, how are you? Apparently he met some dogs in the park and then he got really upset because the dogs were too friendly. Hello, how are you? Yeah, okay, so first I guess I'll take Kotaro home and then I'll take air conditioner home. Can't carry them both at the same time. Finally got it into the room. It's pretty heavy. I read some reviews where people reviewed air conditioners poorly because they were broken on arrival and they had to carry them up the stairs. And yeah, I can see where they're coming from. If you had to carry this few flights of stairs and then you install it and it doesn't work, you'll be pretty chapped. And then there's Kotaro already chilling or heating up. Okay, change of plans. Realized I need to make something that would support the AC from sliding out. So I need to go to Home Depot and buy some more wood. So I arrived at Home Depot, but I realized I forgot my wallet. So gotta go back now. Alright, arrived at Home Depot for the second time. bought my lumber, got it all cut. Now going back home. Just like that, the bottom part of the window lip is finished. I used screws to make some extra shimming space while fitting it in. The fitting was really tight, maybe more tight than it needs to be, but that's what it looks like. That's the lip that will hold the AC from sliding in or out. And now moving on to building the top part of the window simulation part that simulates the sliding glass itself, that would keep the AC from tilting inwards or outwards at the top. Okay, this looks weird. I know you're probably looking at me and thinking, what am I doing with that X-Acto knife? Am I carving wood? What is this? Yeah, I know, it's weird. The way I use tools and how I use them and what I'm doing with them, it's eccentric. It's very peculiar way of doing things. But you know, I'm a peculiar type of person, so I do things in weird ways. The moment of truth. Will my rickety frame support this AC, or is AC gonna fall out and crash, catastrophically destroying everything I worked for? So the AC is a little heavy and a little bit not easy to maneuver to get it into the groove, and yeah, just trying to position it properly. And as you can see, that top part is just slides down as a sliding window would to lock the AC in place, preventing it from tilting, because it's not exactly perfectly balanced front to back. It's more like back heavy, so the AC is trying to fall out of the window the whole time. Like anytime you have AC installed, it just wants to just fall out of the window. So that's what is happening here. And there you go, like once you slide in piece of wood in there, it's locked all good in place. And to complete the installation, I used a piece of insulating foam on the top part of the window, to like insulate, well, actually just to prevent air circulation. Don't want cold air just circulating in and out. And look at those skills, just pulling that piece of styrofoam right into that opening. Like, how am I doing this? It's as if the video is actually playing in reverse. Well, yeah, actually, past 2 minutes of the video or so have been playing in reverse because I lost the footage of installing AC, so I'm just replaying the footage backwards of me uninstalling the AC. And since I don't have any more footage, that would be the end of this video.